accept the first pickup. Play that.
Oh!
Recently, Rakai had got banned on Twitch, and it was for an incident that everybody could predict was going to get him off the platform. And it all started because he wanted to pull a Jack Doherty while on the road. Received a ton of criticism on Twitter, and now his Twitch account is banned. For how long, I honestly don't know. But I am getting a little ahead of myself, so I want to start from the very beginning with how this all even started and why a bunch of people are giving Rakai a ton of hate for this.
I can't pass you. You failed the parallel parking, but usually I'll let that go. But you took a left when I said right. You didn't always use your turn signal. You made it dangerous for other drivers. I can't pass you.
Hold on. Baby, no shade.
I'm gonna get Uber back to my car. I'm not gonna be in the car with you guys anymore.
Wait, hold on, tell me, wait.
It's terrible.
For anyone that doesn't know who 2X Rakai is, I feel like you're watching the wrong video, but he is a popular streamer that got big off of being a Kai clone. But then he had his own wave, and nowadays his content is mainly stuff that he would want to do. It's not copying Kai in any way, and it's truly just being himself. Within that means you have to make your own content and come up with your own ideas. And unfortunately, that's where our controversy starts, is because Rakai came up with the idea to be an Uber driver for a day and drive around random people while getting his clips off. And of course, a lot of people weren't upset with that initially because a lot of the clips that were coming out were actually pretty funny.
Listen. You a grown man. Crazy of a like that.
Bro, I gotta do another 3,000, gang.
Yo, I gotta fix this real quick.
You a grown man, bro.
Hey, bro, I promise you, bro. You don't even like you old enough to got in love, nigga.
Suck that. I've been in love.
You driving?
Huh?
It started off fine, some good content being made, good YouTube videos that could come out of it, a good Twitch stream, and a bunch of good clips getting posted by everybody. No one seemed to have an issue with it, and honestly, I didn't see an issue with it at all. But then eventually a clip will come out that will cause the entire internet, well, mainly Twitter, to get very upset at Rakai because he was doing something very, very dumb. And that would be him texting while driving, not even texting actually, full on just on his phone, not paying attention, to the point where he swerved into the wrong lane.
We got the music or no?
Yeah, play that. You gotta accept your order. Accept the first pickup. Play that.
Oh my god. Oh,
Obviously, doing something like this is not only dumb, but reckless. And thank goodness there's nobody else on the road. By the looks of it, it just seems like he's somewhere where there aren't any other cars coming down. There's nobody behind him, so nothing actually happened. Or he could have actually just swerved off into a tree, because there are a bunch of trees, and wherever he's at is like a big forest, but none of that actually happened. Although it definitely could have, because that's not funny for a clip. That's not a little jokage here and there. That's actually real life. That something bad could have happened there if there were cars coming at him, or if he just happened to not pay attention in time and actually pulled the wheel back. There are so many things that could have ended up going wrong right here, and a bunch of people were giving him criticism for it because he just laughed about it, chuckled, and just thought of it as whatever. And then when the clip eventually did go around, it didn't seem like he cared either. He just took it as one funny moment, and that's the problem a lot of people have, is that he's not taking a situation like this seriously. We've already seen stuff like Jack Doherty, who literally full on slammed into other things, and even people in real life have just seen a bunch of crashes that could have happened. And this is something that's easily preventable, because the reason he's not paying attention to the road is by fully being on his phone while literally recording himself doing it. So the consensus online was that he just was not being aware enough and wasn't taking the situation seriously at all, with people even making whole responses on it on Twitter along with TikTok.
Obviously, I don't think Rakai should be excused for his behavior, but y'all gotta understand, bro is 16. He really just turned the legal driving age not too long ago. Being around Rakai, trust me, he doesn't really understand the severity of the situation either, bro. He's just checking his phone, not thinking anything of it. But when you're on the road, bro, ain't no content. That's real life. The odds of you being out of here on the road is real high, bro. The possibilities on the road are endless, and it's more bad than it is good. Rakai got a good camp around him. Kai's probably gonna, pull him to the side and tell him, like, bro, you can't be doing that again. Like, you can end up getting banned or, even worse.
That clip from Nizzy was actually much more polite than a lot of other people were on Rakai. Trust me, if you went on Twitter when this clip was circulating, it was a bunch of Rakai hate and a bunch of people talking about they are ready for the Rakai hate and actually could not wait to talk bad about this 16-year-old. Don't know why Kai chose to make this irresponsible little kid famous. Ban this nigga, please. Look at what he's teaching kids. This not even funny. It's dangerous as fuck, and he's too young and careless to even give a fuck about himself or others on the road. Twitch needs to ban this behavior. The consensus everywhere, even if you weren't directly just hating on Rakai and even giving him some bail, was the fact that he is too young and pretty careless. He doesn't seem to really understand the repercussions of his actions, at least these actions specifically, because it doesn't seem like he's taking it that serious at all. Because we saw him later on a Reggie stream where Kai even hinted at him getting banned, and he was like, what? No, that's not gonna happen, literally laughing about it as if what he did wasn't a bannable offense.
First of all, your dumb ass might be banned by the morning. You wanna drive with no... What do you mean? He all laughing and gagging right now. He gonna be crying tomorrow. What do you mean I'm not banned? I'm just saying you might get banned. I just said hi to you.
In all reality though, even though Kai himself and a bunch of people on Twitter were sharing this clip and talking about it, a lot of people also thought Rakai wasn't gonna get banned, purely because his connection to Kai and just because of how big he is on the platform. Even though this is a true offense that he should get banned for, other streamers have done stuff like this and just gotten away with it. We literally had a streamer point their camera at a red light and go through it. So it's not an insane thing to just not get banned for doing dumb stuff that actually affects people in real life, and Twitch is not taking any real action, which is pretty sad. But that's also what happened in this case. Initially, Rakai booted up stream completely fine, talking about the situation, and then also trying to gaslight people into thinking that Twitter and other platforms are the reason why this clip even blew up, and they're actually drawing attention to something that's not that serious.
Chat, I had a spark, bro. You get what I'm saying, chat? You know what I'm saying, chat? Niggas thought I was gonna get packed up, chat. Everybody spam W Twitch. There's some W Twitch. Everybody spam W Twitch, you get what I'm saying, chat? I thought it was over. Chat, I thought it was over, cuz, you get what I'm saying? But chat, W fucking Twitch, you get what I'm saying? W Twitch rap, W all those niggas, you get what I'm saying? What's it called, chat? I was not able to stream, I was not able to stream yesterday or anything like that. They had to do investigation and shit or some bullshit. It's just also like, it's Twitter and shit. It's Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Twitter and shit, like, be killing, like, it just be fucking up shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's also happened, bro.
Forget taking accountability and putting the blame on yourself, at least in this clip, and just putting the blame on Twitter, saying that Twitter is the reason that this is even blowing up, which technically I guess it is because a lot of people are promoting it, but Twitter is just reacting to the dumb thing that you did. And it's not a simple streamer moment where it's like, hey, Rakai put a firework in somebody's room when they weren't there. Dang, that's kind of crazy. No, this is like a real life thing that could affect not only you, but people you're in the car with, people around you. Like, this is something that's genuinely serious, and then you're just blowing it off. That's what made a lot of people upset. And even this clip right here made people even more upset. It seemed like he didn't really understand the severity of his actions, doesn't really have any remorse because he's not taking full accountability. He did also end up responding to some clips, specifically the TikTok that I showed y'all earlier of Nizzy.
Know where you finna go? That's what happened, but you know what I'm saying? It was crazy though. I ain't like, my mom yelled at me already, so you know what I'm saying?
Test how far he could push the TOS.
Yep, bitch.
I obviously cut the clip right there, but just know that he was clicking in and out of the video, skipping through it, not really giving it his full attention. It didn't seem like he really cared to hear what Nizzy had to say. And I don't know if that's just him not wanting to hear criticism on his actions, because he for sure had to see the stuff people were saying on Twitter, and that's the only reason why he talked about it. But in this clip also, he talked about how his mom had yelled at him and that he's alright because he talked to her, but I don't know if that's really going to be enough. And a lot of people were sitting here confused and baffled that Rakai was just gonna get away with another stunt like this, when it's again not just as simple as, yo, he's a kid who made a mistake. He's a kid that made a mistake that could endanger not only his life, person he's in the car's life with, and again, random people on the road. That's not just a simple mistake they can just give him a slap on the wrist for, because he needs to understand that these actions definitely have consequences, and the severity of it is big. But eventually, after that stream had ended, Rakai actually got banned, which is what a lot of people were hoping for the stream at least. But since he ended up getting banned for however long, nobody really knows. He hasn't talked about it or spoken on the situation. A lot of people are celebrating, and even people that are friends with him and cool with him are celebrating, joking about the situation, like Ray, who went on to make a whole video on Snapchat talking about how he's happy that Rakai got banned.
Yes! Rakai got banned, yes! Let's go! LeBron James! Chase down block, bitch! Yeah, got them banned. Fuck 25X, bitch! Yeah, bitch ass ding fuck out here. Let's go!
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the reception was the exact same as Ray, mostly on Twitter because they were the ones getting targeted by Rakai anyway, saying that they are cheering, they're happy, and good thing that they are actually taking consequences on Rakai's dumb actions. I will be honest, again, he is just a kid, but at the same time, a kid making mistakes that really only affect him and he can learn from is one thing, but a kid making mistakes of the scale of being on the road where a lot of bad things could happen and potential dangers are very apparent, I feel like it's something that should be taken a lot more seriously than how he took it. I don't know what happened personally. I don't know what talks happened off screen. He did say he talked to his mom. I'm assuming he talked to Kai and a bunch of other people, but it just seemed like a more needed punishment had to happen so we can understand that this isn't just some dumb moment that he can just get away from, because this really is something serious at the end of the day. Again, we've seen people do dumb stuff on the road and how it could end up messing you up terribly, not just from content creators, but just what you can see on the news or see anywhere from car crashes to things like that happening. But that's just my opinion at the end of the day. And if you want to tell me what you think, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below. This video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. If you enjoy content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week and never miss out on a single video if you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. But that's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.